Aidan O'Connell with Off the Field. When I'm talking about off the field, I'm talking about what you do to prepare yourself to be the best version of yourself on the field. And I watch this guy, Mitch Rentz, he bugs the crap out of me because all he says is that there's no potential there when it comes to talking about Aidan O'Connell. He said that he is what he's going to be, and there's not much more you can get out of him. And that's not true of anybody, and most definitely of Aidan O'Connell. Drive is what hits you off the field, and that is what makes you a good quarterback. That's what makes you a good anything. Drive. You have to be wanting, not just willing. You have to have a desire. You have to have a want. You have to feel that there's a goal out there that you want to achieve, and no one can help you get there, and no one can tell you that you got there until you satisfy yourself. That's drive. That's looking for a little bit of perfection in what you do, knowing that it's not there, but knowing that you can chase it and you can find it. Knowing that if you study, if you work hard, if you get into the room, you watch your films, you analyze, you keep your mind straight, knowing that if you hit the gym at the right time, at the right morning, every morning, if you sleep at the right time every day, if you do all the things that you need to do off the field, is what's going to show your performance on the field. And what Aidan is doing right now off the field is what's putting him in position to be on the field. And it's not something I'm talking about because I feel this way. It's something that you hear in the locker room when you hear in interviews. It's something that you hear from Antonio Pierce when he's talking in interviews. They're talking about how Aidan, you know, he sits in the corner, he's in his books, he's studying all the time, and, you know, he's not very loud, he's not vocal because his head is down in his books. And that's almost like the knock on him as far as his opponents goes, that he's or his teammates goes, that he's always studying. And I mean, that everybody sees is drive. Everybody sees that he has the motivation not to be good, but to get better, and then better than that. Aidan has the same type of drive that all Raiders have, all true Raiders. If you feel like you're a Raider person, then you have the drive that says, I can win. The drive that says, you know what? Without a leg, I can win. Without, tremendous athletic ability, I can win. It's a winner's mentality. It's fight through the wall. It's you can't stop me. I can only stop myself. And I'll never stop myself because I know what I can do. And what I can do is way more than what you think I can. And that's what you do when you're a Raider. You take with doubters and then you jump over them and then you drag them over to the finish line so they can see when you pass over. You say, I did it despite what you tried to do as far as holding me back. And that's what Aidan's going through right now. You have to go with McDoofus holding them back. Now we got to go with the fan base, a large percent of them just holding them back. But he's been fighting for it for a long time. He shows drive. That's off the field. And you can't teach that. And if you're a coach, if you're a player, you see that. You see motivation. You see drive. You see somebody who's working and wants to work more and is continuously doing this work. Home, on the field, in the shower, who knows? But I know that he's dedicated to doing it. And that's what I believe is going to be the hardest thing for anybody to come in and overcome if they were going to take the job. Because you have to, first of all, outwork them. Then you have to be able to overcome the talent issues that, a rookie quarterback would have as far as learning the offense, learning what it means to do a play action pass, right? So he's ahead of the curve on anybody we bring in and he's working harder than damn near anybody else can. And I'm not saying that because I want to feel that way. I'm saying that because that's what I'm seeing and that's what I'm hearing. So once you got someone in the locker room that you know is dogged up, ready to dial in, been through it, fought through it, came through on the other side, cleaner and stronger, like a Raider does, keep that in your locker room. You don't want to take a chance on something else. You want to see that grow. You want to see that become what you need on the field as far as physical. You want that mind to match up with that physical and bring it to the field. And that's the way Aidan can do it. That's the way we going to do it with Aidan. He's going to match his mind, get him some athleticism. He's going to overcome the walls that he's always overcome. He's going to start for us. He's going to finish for us. We're going to have more wins this season. And there's still going to be on his back if we don't make the playoffs. So what? I'm not here to discount everything he does, whether we make the playoffs or not. I'm here to give a little bit of my view from a perspective of someone who's just thinking, not someone who's just reporting. I feel like I'm just going through this stuff and trying to give out the information. I'm not trying to say anybody else is wrong. I'm saying I'm paying attention. I'm looking like stuff that you're not looking at. And there's a reason that things are happening closer to what I say are going to happen than what other people are predicting is going to happen. It's happened in the past. And you know what? I think my prediction will happen in the future. And we'll see. But that hard work off the field that I see is part of the reason that I think Aidan O'Connell is going to be the starter. That hard work and that improvement that I see is going to come forward next season. Is going to be apparent. And the talent that he has will show out, and the work that he puts in and everybody around him is going to put in for that offense is going to show week one. And it's going to be a great game. You know why? It's because he did the work off the field. That's what's important. All right. Can't wait for the draft, man. I know you guys can't wait too. If you're on my side, let's wait and see, because I'm sure we're not going to draft a quarterback now. I mean, I was more sure of that than anything. And we'll see if I come out wrong, because if I do come out right, it's going to be the shocker for the whole NFL, because no one's seeing that. Everybody's just saying the Raiders are a quarterback away and they're so quarterback starved, they're going to take whomever they can get. It's smoke. It's smoke and it's mirrors. We got the talent in the quarterback room right now. And we going to show how far we can go with Aidan O'Connell. That doesn't rhyme, but who cares? Guru out.